talking about your big-titted aunt. Your big-titty aunt.
That is great. That's great that you are so out of touch. What about me being 99% great and 1% evil? Okay?
Put the mic in your face, you
I just don't get this part anymore.
Are you you're the host?
I mean, you could be in the middle.
You're the side man?
I'm the
Like the Ed McMahon side man?
Yeah, I'm like Andy.
Andy Richter side man? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's grown
So
into...
you're present.
Present, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
He's kind of like, because he's bigger than me, I always see him as a protector.
That's what I am?
Yeah.
Is that
You're
why
my
I'm sitting
protector.
on this side of the fucking desk?
Well, you didn't know you were a protector. It's only until we get into it.
Between him and the door.
Yeah, that's what.
I think that's the...
You don't know you're my protector.
Well,
if there's a scuffle, then you'll find
Not to
out.
be a scuffle.
If there's a
There's
scuffle.
a
Why? You
gene.
can't protect
I don't
me?
want to be your protector.
There's
Why?
a gene that kicks in when Carmen's in danger.
I thought that we agreed to that, like if we were at the mall.
I'm never going to the mall with you.
Like we had this whole thing that he's going to help me
At the Sarasota Mall.
put
You're
on-
not going to have to worry.
put on pants.
you need help, dude.
Yeah.
Can you see my legs?
Oh my God.
Can I see your legs or can the video see
I don't
your
want
legs?
Donnie to see my legs in the video because I should have put pants on for this.
I didn't wear pants.
I'm the only one wearing pants.
I got shorts.
I see how
He's
this-
only
Are
professional.
you comfortable in that spot?
I feel good. I mean, I'm a little back and forth.
It's
but,
just a little weird. Yeah, you're
but
right.
you know, whatever.
We're
Like
just
I can
looking
roll.
over your
Yeah,
shoulder.
peripheral vision.
You want me to get back more?
It's up to you. I just want you to be comfortable.
It's good. We're good.
I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
So this is going online. Are we streaming? How does this work? We have video.
We do video. We have people in Sri Lanka, Romania that are downloading this. We have quite a few in
Which doesn't
Canada
make any sense to me. I really don't understand how we're getting Sri Lanka.
because it's a
Expats.
mistake.
Expats. You know,
Maybe they hear an English voice.
they're learning English. This is how they
This
do
is
it.
not where they should learn it.
Don't learn it from us.
How they do it.
Because we do cover the spectrum of topics. Like, you want to talk about black holes? You want to talk about Bitcoin? But I'm not saying we know anything about it.
We tell each other what we think we know.
Yeah, what's
about,
Bitcoin?
about physics?
Do you know what
and
Bitcoin
crypto.
is?
What is Bitcoin?
Yeah, sure.
You do.
And Bitcoin is whatever you want it to be, really. You know, it can be an investment. You're talking.
What?
I came in here talking about grifting. Talking about the ultimate grift.
The Bitcoin is a grift.
Well,
Scam?
I mean, it now has value. Society has given it value. So
What has?
society. Man.
Sight.
Society.
society
I
is
talk
giving it
fast.
value.
Keep up.
I didn't know. I didn't know what you're talking about.
That's why these Sri Lankans download this episode.
Yeah.
Have we started this
Yeah,
yet?
it's not- we're
This
on,
is
man. We're
don't-
on.
You're not going to introduce me or anything?
Don't gaslight me.
Wow.
Should I just introduce myself? Is that it?
What's your name?
I was hoping you'd have some kind of prepared.
Oh, no, we don't. I mean, if you want to be introduced, Sean Daniel is our guest today. Sean
Thank
Daniel
you. Known
is our
for
guest.
a little backstory.
I don't.
Little bio.
I mean, when I
maybe?
first met you,
Nah.
I mean, how far back you wanna go?
I prefer since I became super.
when you used to live across the street from the church, how far back do you want to go? When we used to do mock Kia videos to get gigs?
Man, those were the days, weren't they?
Yeah.
Back when there was like no pressure because no one would ever watch our stuff.
No one
Now you
gave
have
a
to
shit.
worry about.
Yeah.
But there was some spark that I saw in you.
You
There
did.
really was. I
You
saw a little-
identified it.
I saw a
You're doing parentheses.
You had
little spark.
You're doing quotes.
little spark.
Spark.
Air quotes.
It's that Craigslist.
Here's how you know Sean was going to be big is because when you went into his little room, which was about half the size of this room,
Oh, okay.
all
Yeah.
his cords were tangled together.
Yeah.
And I was always like, I just wanted to fix them.
Yeah.
But he didn't care. His mind, that was the neurons in his brain all over the room.
Yeah.
And then he picked up a guitar. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Does it all.
I
Did
mean,
he play it or did he just?
Oh,
hold
yeah.
it?
It's
Okay.
kind of posed.
Okay, that's what I say.
A brilliant mind is rarely tidy, as they say.
I'm a poser. I could be a guitar poser.
For sure.
I look back at the videos we made with me air guitaring, and I feel guilty.
You look
bad,
like you were
sad.
doing it, actually.
I kind of know what I'm doing, but I don't know how to play it. I can watch you and mimic you.
That's true. Like,
Yeah.
no joke. He's good at that.
You're
I'm a
skilled,
mimicker.
actually.
Like, yeah.
That's all I've ever known,
Is mimicking?
Mimicry.
Yeah. right?
Just
Yeah.
Pretending that I'm somebody.
mimic greatness.
See, this
Like
is
right
what it's
now,
about.
I'm unsure who I am.
We're already back to the grift. You want to know when I learned that Carmen was a real one, to pause my introduction for a moment.
Well,
we'll
how
get
much
back
more
to
do we
that.
have?
There's a lot more.
Okay, all
People
right.
might not know.
The YouTube channel.
I mean, probably. I mean,
Sean Daniel YouTube. Sean Daniel YouTube.
no S.
Did I say
People
S?
say Daniels. No,
No,
the way,
I never
think
have.
The way you said it.
I never have.
When I knew Carmen was a real one, we had an appointment to do something, right?
That's right.
And you showed up unprepared
Right.
for what we are going to do. But you said that right away. You're like, I've got nothing today, but I made the appointment. And instead of canceling, I just wanted to show up.
I wanted to keep it.
Yeah, I wanted to keep it to prove to you that I'm for real. And I'm like, this guy's for real. And then
Motivational books.
Then we just didn't do anything.
We didn't do nothing. We just sat there and looked at each other.
Then you went home.
Yeah.
And here we
But
are.
I did show up.
You showed
Because
up,
someone told
right?
me 99% of winning is showing up.
I keep showing up every day.
You just show up.
Doesn't matter where.
I learned this, by the way, everything. Nobody shows up for a lot of shit. It's amazing. Zoom people don't show up. How could you not show up on Zoom?
They've made it as easy as possible.
You're at home in your pajamas and you can't show up?
Yeah.
You know what I want to hate on for a minute? Old people talking
How
about
old?
how they have problems with Zoom. Like, is it you click a link?
Yeah.
Like anybody can click a link, right?
Yeah, it's
Unless your
simple.
computer's so infected with malware.
But clicking, they don't even know what clicking is.
I mean, at that point, it's like you should know that. How did you contact them about the Zoom meeting? I don't know. Let's get back to my introduction. Actually,
How many Zoom meetings do you guys
With
do?
old people, though.
I do at least one a week.
I didn't even know what Zoom was until the pandemic. I was like, oh, okay. I used to use FaceTime.
Zoom or Skype. Remember Skype?
I do remember.
Can we
Skype.
talk about how Microsoft dropped the ball?
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
they
yeah.
had such a huge head start with Skype, and they're like, we'll just keep it.
I don't even know the
working.
difference between all this, like FaceTime, Skype,
Just different brands,
Zoom.
basically.
It's all about it's kind of the same thing as anybody that sells a product with a different version of the product, right? Because didn't we have MySpace for a long time, and they were Facebook? And I'm sure before MySpace there was something else that we were connecting online with.
I guess AOL Messenger.
Yeah, I mean,
that was
Shannon,
the
my daughter
dark
had it when she
days.
was little, and look, I was against all this.
Yeah, back when people
You
used
should have
it.
been against AOL Messenger.
I was against all this stuff. And then we had chat rooms before that.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
those are terrible places to be for 12-year-olds. Okay?
People using that and iMovie to edit on.
Yeah, iMovie is it comes with the machine.
Yeah.
So do a lot of things. So does like a dictionary.
Right. I still use Encarta
Microsoft
for my, I got to find out something about the you don't even know what Encarta is. I just
I'm glad.
over your head.
I feel like
That was on my
some kind of
first
strategy
AST
game?
computer.
What's an AST?
AST had a head start. Before the whole Microsoft, before Apple, there was AST.
Or Dell. Yeah.
It was actually a great computer. It was all in one. Yeah. And it would look like a square. It looked like an Apple first production,
Apple
the
II
first
or whatever.
edition of the Apple. You remember the Apple?
Sure.
Macintosh. The Macintosh.
Yeah.
The square box, right? It had the screen.
Little before my time, but I saw the Ashton Kutcher movie.
Yeah, right? Because my sister had one when I was in high school. I'm like, what a stupid gift. She had a matrix dot printer.
Nerd.
I'm like, are you shitting me? I got a 73 Monte Carlo. That's all. With bucket seats that turn outside, so you can
That's
put your
cool.
legs outside the door.
Still cool.
Yeah, with an 8-track.
Yeah. What are you doing with your Macintosh?
What are you doing?
Nothing.
You're sitting in your room.
Yeah. You're out living life. You're out showing up for things.
Where's she now? Huh?
I
Fuck that,
really
man.
don't know.
Where is she
Why
now?
would she say-
Well, she's in San Francisco,
Oh,
and I'm pretty sure she's working for like a big company,
making
make a lot of money.
Yeah,
I mean,
make a lot
but,
of money.
I'm not saying where is she now negatively.
You did say it.
No, I meant it like where is she now? I didn't know.
Yeah.
She's got a pool.
Is that one of her residences?
She's killing it. She's killing the
Yeah,
game.
I mean, place in Tahoe. It's not a big. So what? Okay.
Okay.
I was cool. That's all I cared about. The
Still-
taillights on the 73 Monte Carlo. When you watch me drive away,
Yeah.
it's like watching someone with a great ass. The back end of that car.
Leaving you wanting
Sweet.
more
It's like, oh
every
man.
time.
I didn't like to watch my car drive away because I would lend it to my friends. They'd be like, fuck, look how cool that looks. That could be me.
It could have been. It was earlier in the day.
What the hell
Always-
happened?
Yeah.
Why did I let him take it?
Isn't that the ultimate Carmen Ciricillo story, though?
Yeah. taking my stuff.
Being jealous of the things that you already have. The Carmen Ciricillo story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look at what I got and I go, wish it was mine. Even though it is.
It literally is.
But I still don't have the confidence to possess it.
It is funny seeing someone else use the stuff that you have and being jealous. Isn't that like the most like the pettiest thing?
Because they can use it better.
I know.
It's not right. I own all these guitars. You think I'm happy about that?
Bro,
I know if you pick it up.
You own a lot of guitars. I have like 50 guitars in my house.
But you should.
Yeah, and whatever. I was in NAMM, the big music convention.
Oh, I
in
thought you
Nashville.
meant the war.
I thought it was
Yeah.
like,
it was
when?
kinda interesting.
I know.
When the hell were
Industry
you in
people say
NAMM?
NAMM, and we forget how weird it is. It's called
Back
NAMM.
in NAMM.
Right? If there was
Oh my God.
if there was like a construction convention and they just called it World War II, like it would be a terrible name for a convention.
Right.
But we call it NAMM.
Everyone's wearing T-shirts that
Yeah.
say Agent Orange.
Jesus.
Sure.
I mean, if you really want to go that far.
Yeah.
Like
I wasn't going to take it that
I'm
far.
sorry.
Yeah.
But there's guitars everywhere at NAMM.
was a war
the
crime.
National Association of Music Merchants.
Oh, is that what
That's
it
what it
is?
stands for.
Oh, is that what that
And
is?
yeah, and it's like man,
Merchants.
yeah. I thought it was music manufacturers. I've been told it's music merchants.
So you're going to this big convention to represent a brand.
kind of. I go to Grift.
So you
I
get all
was, I
your.
was there as a Taylor Guitars artist.
Okay.
Right. But then I just talked to everybody else. I mean, I love Taylor. Those are my guys.
Right.
But like, it's not exclusive. I can go.
Do you want them to know this?
They already know this.
So you're saying
We're all buddies. We're all tight.
you're with this hot chick, Sue,
I think.
and then there's Mary, Gina. Oh, I'm the type of guy that likes to roam around. I'm never in one place. I go from town to town. Mike? No, you didn't. Okay. Same way with the guitars. So he's
it's the
out
same.
there.
And I'm seeing somebody.
I'm good, dog.
You got to, I'm telling
What's your
you,
analogy that he's cheating?
he's cheating on Taylor,
Yeah.
and she's hot.
Taylor is
Oh,
hot.
she's so hot.
I mean, Taylor's like at the top of her game,
Yeah.
Taylor's
and Sean's like,
Little
there's got to be
Gibson.
somebody else
That's sure.
who makes an 8-string guitar. Is there such a thing?
Yeah, of course there are.
Oh, really?
They're called extended range. Extended range guitars. Yeah, you were like, it's great.
Yeah.
You were proud of yourself for coming up with a concept.
shoulda went 12.
For imagining a concept of an 8-string guitar that has
Shit.
been around for decades. And it's like,
Damn it.
yeah.
If I only had a friend like Eddie Van Halen, this would have never happened.
Oh, yeah.
I know he died. I'm just saying, if I had a friend.
Is he dead? I don't think Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie died, man.
died.
Did he?
Don't look
Within
it
the
up.
last
He's
year.
dead.
Yeah. No, he definitely died.
Ask
last year?
Ask.
Within the last year.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
maybe
shit.
6 months ago.
Yeah, because Sammy Hagar wrote a whole thing about him.
I swear I just saw him.
What
on the
team
road.
are you? What team are you guys on? Sammy or Diamond Dave?
Diamond Dave,
My
baby.
man, my man.
I always loved Diamond
How
Dave.
about you?
Diamond Dave.
My
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the current Diamond Dave, I'm not so happy with.
Well, I remember prime Diamond Dave.
I want the hair back, is all I'm saying. Grow the hair. He has the possibility of growing that hair.
Great hair.
He's buzzed it down.
Yeah, interesting. It's fun. It's funny how a lot of those guys, Bon Jovi, short
he-
hair now.
Actually, Bon Jovi's hair is like one of my aunts. That's what it looks like, one of my Italian aunts' hair. The big bouffant on the
Well, that
top.
was the '80s. I mean,
and
he was
the
like
short.
the prettiest of the pretty boy.
Oh, he was hot, man. And look, Vince Neil, he blew up. He's got a giant gut. His face. Come on, you're Vince fucking Neil. I would do this all the way to the grave. I'm gonna stay in shape. I'm wearing leather pants, just like Aerosmith did. What's his name?
Steven Tyler.
Yeah,
Tyler, yeah.
Steve has played it out perfectly.
He's a little out there, you know. He's
Why? Because he likes scarves and likes
Yeah,
to.
that's why. That's why people think Steven Tyler's out there.
That's the littlest
Scars.
Is that the
Yeah,
small?
not that.
Okay, did he do something else? His glasses.
Let's not even get into
His
this
rose-colored
Steven Tyler.
glasses.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know what Steve has done
Yeah,
so
it was-
wrong.
it was
He
the
hooked up with
fashion.
Run DMC. Is that a problem?
Yeah, these are the problems. That we're
Okay,
talking
what's
about.
his problem?
Let's just move on.
He-
I feel like these are.
he has
you are so proud of like I'm gonna have Sean on this podcast and I'm gonna get him in trouble somehow. Somehow I'm gonna get him in trouble.
Whoa! Do you know Steven Tyler?
No, I don't know Steven Tyler.
I don't know what's going on.
whoa, whoa.
No, it's just not about you. They should not. No, let's make this disclaimer right now. Please, if you've listened to our podcast in the past before, you know this is not about getting Sean in trouble.
Oh yeah.
I'm the one who's in trouble. Always.
What is the name of this podcast? The Carmen Ciricillo
Yeah.
Vanity Project? Is that the official name?
Rename
Or
it.
is that
I love that.
Rebrand?
I love that.
Rebrand? Yeah.
And I want a mirror. Every.
When you can't find a guest, just put a full-length mirror.
I just like to see myself all the time.
It's great.
Right? I'm hot right now. I'm
Except for his
sweating.
legs,
I'm so sweaty.
No legs though. You can't see
have
the
I don't
the
mind
legs
seeing my legs. I just don't like that image.
of your legs.
Okay? Look,
I get it.
I want
get it.
full pants.
Sure,
I shouldn't wear pants.
No, I get it. I understand. There's something that seems more entertainment professional about just wearing any kind of pants,
Pants.
right?
Right. You were against pants. I remember you were against.
I never wore pants.
You hated pants.
I would never wore pants ever. And now it's like, okay, I should probably start wearing pants.
Yeah, now you're wearing pants a lot.
I wear pants. Yeah.
But you had cargo shorts. That was a whole different game.
Well, that was, we were tired though. They weren't like the tragic cargo shorts though. The thing about cargo shorts is they never went anywhere. They just kind of.
That's awesome that we can make faces behind his back. Right?
Yeah,
know,
I'm trying to feel it.
Tragic
It's just
cargo
weird that
shorts.
I'm in the front of this like
Cargo.
spot where I have to like completely turn either way to see
I don't
anybody.
like cargo shorts that have pockets on the bottom with the stretch marks in the middle. You know what I'm talking about? Where
Yeah.
they can expand.
Yeah.
That to me is a tragic pair
The
of shorts.
modern, right, or like anything that you have to button like a satchel.
Yeah.
Now the modern cargo short
Yeah.
has just a little slit in the side.
And it's flat. Mm-hmm. So it's smooth.
Very smooth, modern, for the modern man, the modern gentleman.
But let's talk about this. You decided to wear pants as you grew in popularity.
Yeah. I would see videos of myself, and it's like one, great legs, but two, that's not the message. The message is up here, right? And no matter what shape you're in, something about shorts, it makes people think of shorts.
Yeah.
A lot of comments would be like, nice shorts. Like when people comment you by saying nice, insert whatever, but they don't mean it. They just want
Right.
to draw attention to it.
Right.
Like if you see a guy with a huge beard, even if he looks like super mountain man or
Yeah.
homeless, you'd be like, oh, nice beard.
Oh,
you don't
you're-
mean
right.
nice
You mean
beard.
you're cool.
You mean like that's a weird beard. That's weird that you have such a big beard. But
Yeah.
they say nice beard because they don't know what else to say. So
I don't like that kind of compliment. I used to get
Not a
it.
compliment.
it's not a it's
No, I
drawing
know.
attention to
But
something,
it's a fake compliment that's
Like,
really
nice
anger.
unibrow,
Yeah.
It's a
Like
nice-
good for you. I don't like good for yous.
good for you.
Yeah, it's the same thing means fuck you. Good
Oh,
for
yeah.
you means
When
fuck
you're like,
you.
Oh, I did this thing. Like, oh, good for you.
Good for you.
Oh yeah.
But some people play it off as a real good for you. Like, I haven't heard an honest good for you in years.
like the actual words good for you.
Yeah, like someone who, like my mother-in-law would be good for you, and I believe her. I believed her. But then friend of mine would go, oh, good for you, motherfucker.
I've never heard an honest good for you.
Yeah, because you got no old people. A good
Like this used to be like a
It's these people who don't know how to Zoom. They can talk better. They can't Zoom, but some of the things they say are real honest and deep. They care. There's some caring.
Like God, I've
No,
been.
it's condescending.
No.
When they do that, do they do like the sideward head nod? Like, good for you.
No, this is a mother-in-law that
struggling
loves
out there.
you. This is not someone that dislikes you. This is like a real human that loves you.
Mother-in-law?
I know, it's weird. She did. She loved me,
How
man.
could she not? You're funny. You're a funny guy.
Well, I mean,
You
people
saved
don't
Kelly
like.
from a dark path. I'm sure.
Oh my God! Do you want to get me in trouble? Is that what-
We reversed it.
when I sing that song to her, she doesn't like that.
What's song?
You were working as a waitress in a cocktail bar
Have you talked
when I
about?
met you.
Have you talked about your dream on the podcast yet?
Yeah, we did. That was on the podcast.
Oh, you guys talked
the
about
Jesus
that
dream.
already? The Jesus dream.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
Or she freaked out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she does not. I had a dream this morning about me. Shannon was running into the house, my daughter, freaking out because there was two guys laying in the street, and she was worried that they were going to do something to her. And I went out there, and they were cool. They had an Australian Shepherd.
They're just vibing.
Right, so I went out there with them,
Made
brought my
friends.
dog, and like we're all hanging, and then my dog's like trying to hit on their dog, and I'm
Oh.
like, all right, that's enough, Vinny. Right, I was getting a little upset, and then one of the guys that was laying there was a guy that is booking me for a comedy show next week, and he had shaved his beard, and that was the dream. And I'm going to tell
What
him.
did it mean?
I don't know. Probably
Shannon's
that
a
I
warrior.
see him differently. That Shannon worries. That the dog The dog makes me anxious about, doing things to other people.
or maybe every threat to your family is an invitation for you to make it about yourself.
Oh, everything.
To make new friends.
Yeah, it helps me to meet people.
Shannon's clearly worried
Yeah, like
that there are
super
strangers laying in the street outside the
Right.
house. And you're like, oh, would you like to be friends?
Let's go meet them.
Yeah, sure.
My
They're not so bad.
intent,
Shannon, they're not so
my
bad.
intent was to go out there and take care of business.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, I was like,
Not so bad.
I mean, they had nice clothes on. It's weird how you judge the criminal today.
Wait.
You don't know who the criminal is.
or the potential criminal?
They weren't criminals, dog. What?
I'm
You got
saying-
booked for a comedy show out of it.
You're right.
Yeah.
And now a criminal booked me for a show.
He's not a criminal.
Possible. In my brain, he is.
He's laying in the street.
Why did I view him as a criminal?
I don't know, honestly.
And then when he didn't have the beard on, beard is something that also hides something, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's
Yeah.
Did he shave his beard in front of you?
No. And I didn't notice it until I realized
Are we still
something
talking about
was
a
weird.
dream?
I thought this was real. This seemed real to me.
It's all a dream, Sean.
Can we finish my intro? So what? So what about me? What do I do?
Let me see now. You have a pretty popular YouTube channel.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm saying I'm gonna say in the 400,000+ range.
well,
More?
almost.
Really?
390 something.
Okay, so that's good.
Round
400,000.
up to 400K.
Right?
Yeah.
This is where you surpass.
But there's
that.
more than that. I
That's
think.
also right. By the time this airs,
I don't know if
right, yeah.
everybody understands who you are deep enough just from your channel.
No one knows me like you do.
No, because I think, first of all, there's only been a few guys I've ever met that work as hard as you work.
Oh, thank you.
I have talked about this before. A couple comics that I've met in my life. Shang was one of them back in the day in LA who really taught me how to hustle. There's a couple other guys, but you never stopped working. And you didn't care about nothing else.
No.
But you loved what you were doing. It wasn't like you were upset about working. You were interested in the work.
Mm-hmm.
And then you actually produced. You never not finished a project. Every project finished. We finished everything that we ever started.
Yes.
And then when you started doing the YouTube thing, you really took that in. You're like, all right, once a week. I don't know if you did 3 a week, then all of a sudden every day,
Yep.
and then you really took it to another level. But see, you have something that nobody has, and that's the patience of, doing the tedious things that nobody wants to do, which is learning how to do things. Because if you go to his studio, you'll be blown away. You really will.
That's whatever.
The multi-computers, the displays. I mean, really, all that shit was like, I'd never seen anything like that. Mm-hmm. The multiple microphones, the guitars, before anyone paid for it. Every dollar you spent
It was all
was
back
on
into
equipment.
That. Oh yeah, for
back
sure.
into equipment.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, wait, why don't you get like a new couch? I can't sit on this old couch
That
anymore.
couch is pretty rough.
Right. Yeah. Or at least get some soap.
Jesus, dude, you're citing every reason why this podcast will never make it.
We can't. No, we're never gonna plow
We're
the
gonna
money.
get a new fucking couch with the,
You
with the money that we
you
made.
have to. No, man.
I mean, this folding chair is quite nice
Yeah, we have.
that I'm in.
We have stepped up our game in
I
here.
said don't bring a folding chair.
But you notice how Sean was not impressed when he walked in. He was like, it looks the same.
yeah.
You
got
got
some
an old
pictures on the wall
Yeah.
like that. It's
Yeah.
Oh, I remember this. This is 1980. Yeah, I remember this era. Because Sean's stuff, there's no doubt that you and I. Here's my thing about me. Okay, let's bring it back to me.
Okay, well,
I appreciate that introduction. Before we get to you, that was a great introduction. Right?
so-
We should cite this for future guests.
Well, I'm
like
not
maybe
saying
start with
that I'm done with the introduction.
Yeah.
I just don't like to give it all at once.
Right. Oh, I see.
I'm going to circle back.
Right. It's like sprinkling.
But in the middle, there's some things that I have to think about now.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know if you really believe this. When you go out to do something, I don't do this, okay? I don't go out to do it the best I can. Do you?
Probably not the best I can. Here's the thing, okay? So I think a lot of artist type,
Yeah.
they have a hard time finishing things
Right?
because there's a perfectionism component. I think the reason I can have so much output, regardless of whether it's good or not, is because I want to finish things, but I also don't have to be a perfectionist about it. So do I do the very best I
Right.
can? Probably not.
Right.
But I feel like I do a really good job for what I can do.
I mean, you told me about the thumbnail thing.
Yeah.
You're into thumbnails.
I mean, you have to be. If you don't spend time on your thumbnails, like you're just not going to be successful.
I mean, Mike makes a pretty good thumbnail.
Yeah. Thumbnail guy.
Yeah, I got some.
Here's
thumbnails.
my thumbnail. It's a screenshot,
It's a screenshot.
Right.
and then I put some text over it. I try not
Yeah.
to block my face.
Right. I mean, also too, like, there's so much that goes into that, though. Like, yeah, there should be a face in the thumbnail.
Right.
Like, it becomes like a psychology type thing. Yellow is an important color. I think that's one reason that even though your thumbnails are very low effort, they do well.
Yellow?
There's yellow in the construction.
Is there?
Comic thing. It's the most eye attention getting color, which is why school buses are yellow. So that's why
a construction
you'll see
thing.
a lot of yellows.
High vis.
Yes, exactly. So the same psychology works with YouTube thumbnails.
All right. Well, that's just the thumbnail portion of it for you.
Right.
I'm saying that I kind of go out there and I have a lot of things going on. And maybe that's the problem too. I have too many things that I get involved in. I got to spend some time on stand-up, some time on video, some time on family, some time on sitting on the couch drinking coffee. Like, you don't do that part. I don't think you spend any time watching TV.
No.
I thought you were going to go after him for his family life.
Yeah, you don't have a
Like,
family.
Jesus,
You don't have friends.
dude.
You don't
No,
have
I'm
family.
looking at him
You have
as
dogs.
he's missing out
What's that
on
song
all
you
the
checked
streaming
in?
channels, but he don't give a shit about it.
Correct. Yeah.
See, you don't watch any, and this is something I heard from, I would say Adam Carolla. I heard this before, where he doesn't listen to nothing or watch anything. He doesn't even read books. And I believe he was saying this because he doesn't want any other people's thoughts filling his head.
Girl, of course you would say that.
But you don't watch anything, right?
I mean, I'll see stuff. It's not like I'm like a
No, I mean, you don't have,
hermit.
like, what are you watching? Are you watching stuff online on the computer?
So I'll watch some YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't watch a lot of YouTube, but there's downtime. Like if I'm uploading a video, if I'm waiting for something to render, like I'll be on a computer, maybe watching YouTube videos from other people in my lane.
Yeah. For
I
what
listen
purpose?
to
For
podcasts.
enjoyment?
Sometimes, yeah. Not often. Sometimes.
Are you laughing at it? Are you?
I don't laugh by myself.
Are you commenting?
That's another. Do you laugh by yourself?
No.
If I do, it's sinister.
Right? Oh, I got something for you. All right, Instagram account. Kids getting hurt. Are you familiar with this
No.
channel? It's a whole Instagram channel of just children getting injured.
my
But it's
God.
like not seriously injured, right? Like they're submitted by their parents, allegedly, right? They're probably
shit.
not. But it's submitted by parents, so you know these kids survived. But it's so good because the buildup is like you're tuning in to watch a child be harmed.
Yeah. It's kind of
In
like
a non-lethal way, right? In
Right.
Like right. And
How do you market
so there's
that, though? Like-
listen, word of mouth, like
Kids
this.
getting hurt.
Kids
Is there-
dude, I die watching the kids getting hurt channel because like there's this buildup because you know a child is gonna be hurt. So you'll see like a kid like teetering on top of a ladder, and you're like, oh.
He's going to die.
Oh, here it comes. No, he's not gonna die. That's the thing. It's
okay.
the
They don't cut
parents
right before?
no, you're not gonna see a child being killed.
How do you know?
It's kids
though?
getting because that's the premise.
Oh, okay.
You,
All right.
That's why you can feel good about it because the
That's
parent,
a different Instagram.
The parent has
Children
submitted. No, that's a
murder.
Right,
that's
part
my
2.
Facebook page. The child has submitted the video, so you
Right.
know everything is okay, right? So like, all right, this kid's about to have a fall, a spill, and then you wait for it. This little wobbly thing, and then they fall down. It's great.
okay. So now there's not much I could say to get you in trouble. You just admitted that this is your
This
favorite
is a very
fucking thing in the
popular.
world.
I'm not the
There
only
ain't
one.
shit that I can say. The whole time I'm going, okay, so what was my problem? What did I do wrong? Here's a guy
Kids getting hurt.
who's secretly
Man.
watching.
It's so I'm not
Children.
I make no secret. I'm publicly subscribed to the channel.
He's open.
Kids getting hurt.
Publicly subscribed.
I
There's
comment
evidence.
under my name.
Comments.
It's great. He's looking it up right now, right? My man, looking it up.
it's
so
too
good.
much.
I think
Donnie's laughing right now. Yeah.
it's so good.
Now this
Like,
is similar to the Jimmy Fallon thing where he gets the parents pranking the children about there's no Christmas gifts. You ever see that?
Jimmy Kimmel.
Or Kimmel, whoever it is.
I remember the Halloween one
Where, yeah, they're making kids
Yeah,
cry.
yeah, yeah.
Making kids cry.
See, I think that's worse.
That's a better Instagram
because you're
account.
intentionally like giving these kids psychological issues. When you like a kid falling off a water slide.
I am
That's
not.
just good
I am
entertainment.
not judging this.
Yeah.
I'm not at all.
That's fine. Look
You
at
know,
him. He's
because-
laughing at it, right? It's so good.
You know why? Because
Kids
I
getting
don't.
hurt.
Yeah, but
I
Donnie's sick. Donnie's a sick person.
Come on.
I would never. I don't have that.
So good,
Yeah, look,
right?
he's fucking
Already?
Like the only time I laugh by myself is
sorry,
watching
what?
kids get hurt.
3 flights of stairs.
Already, he loves this.
What the fuck?
Oh my God!
That's not good, dude.
Man.
Doesn't this lead to, later on, you know how it is, Sean. You're trying to get more views. You're trying to think of a different angle for your page. So the kid's like, get on the roof, with sandals.
Oh, like they're setting the kids up, is what you're saying?
Right. Hey,
Yeah.
look, look what we did for you. We put like the falling things around the house. So you're not gonna get hurt if you do fall. But come on, Jimmy. Daddy's got to keep the page going.
That's great. That's great. That could be your page.
Right.
That's what I
Parents
imagine.
willing kids getting hurt.
Well, we could do the video. We could do
just
like
a
a
set.
mock video
No,
of
just
this.
Carmen hurting kids.
How do you?
See that's
Trying to get like a
a
publicity
bridge
stunt.
too
and
far.
Carmen's just kicking children over.
Well,
on the playground.
comedy is a bridge too far. You have to understand. This is a brainstorming session. We're not actually doing it.
Here's the thing. I would never intentionally do another human harm, okay? But kids are out there getting hurt all the time.
Right.
So if I'm
So
just
let's take
watching
advantage
a
of
kid
it.
who has already gotten hurt,
Right.
I'm not bringing new pain into the
There's no
world.
purpose in getting hurt if you're not going to film it.
I mean, I don't know. That's a very loaded statement, I guess.
That's what I just heard.
You just
Well-
heard from me?
Yeah.
That's what you took from that?
If there's some kid out there getting hurt, why
Now,
not
if we
watch
can
it?
turn the pain that is already in the world
Right.
into laughter, how is that not a beautiful thing?
Right.
But see, the consequence of it
I
is
like that.
kids are
This is
now
like a Rob
intentionally-
Deerdeck thing, right?
No, it's kids are now intentionally going to try to get hurt to get on this Instagram channel.
Well, look. If that's
Which
the
is
price
even
we got to
funnier
if that's the
somehow.
price we got to
That's
pay.
even better, yeah.
If that's the price we have to
Pay any
pay.
price? We're just watching it. What are you talking about?
I'm saying society.
Okay, yeah.
Because it hasn't swung too far with children wearing bike helmets and being, we
Safety?
can.
The construction comic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not helping some of these kids.
Yeah.
These
okay.
helmets, yeah, they're just
If
Well-
anything, the helmets are probably throwing off their equilibrium. So the balance is up.
Oh, that's a great idea, Sean. Weighted helmets, where they're weighted to one side, and you put it on your little kid. I love that
a
idea.
bowling ball on top of their heads. See?
Mommy, I'm keep leaning to the right. Don't worry about it.
Like how golf clubs you can adjust the weighted of the head,
And it won't kick in until it makes
Yeah.
a turn, right?
No,
You can- you can handle
you have an app where you can slide the weights around in their helmet on a touch screen.
This is
so
what-
that you can control
Right,
it.
this is what it leads to, right? Oh my God, this is like the Colosseum in Rome during the fucking Christian era. This is exactly what we're doing.
Just like that.
This is
yeah.
nothing like
This
that.
is so similar.
This is not even
Oh, we
close.
have 3 dogs that like to bite children.
Sick them on children.
Let's put the kids in a bubble, just push them out there into the arena.
See, now you're taking it to a
No,
dark
I'm
way.
not.
This-
It's a podcast.
this is-
We're not doing it.
Wow.
Oh God.
We
But I
inspired
did.
the
I
idea.
just laughed harder than I've laughed in a long time, thinking about
Children
putting
getting-
my son in
a
a
Coliseum.
bubble at 21 and pushing him into a fucking angry group of Australian shepherds. And a guy that was supposed to have a beard controlling the whole fucking thing.
And
Oh shit.
back to the dream,
Well, I can stay in a dreamlike state for a long time. Like if you wake me up in the morning
Yeah.
and I'm dreaming, I'm like, hang on.
Not done.
I'm Jesus right now, and I am not about to give this up.
Did you talk about my idea for the guy who truly believes that he's like the next coming of Jesus, but he still has enough self-awareness to hide it from his wife? I love that.
That's a
idea.
great idea.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
So he truly believes he's
he
Jesus,
truly believes, like he's lost his mind enough, or he thinks he's like the second coming,
right?
But he also knows that his wife isn't going to go for
Right.
this.
So he
he
quiet.
hides.
He's
it.
quiet about it.
Right. Yeah.
He's not on the streets proclaiming.
Right. Like
But
he
he's-
changes
but he's
like
doing-
into his robe and sandals in the car, like after he leaves the house.
Jesus.
And he's
Yeah,
doing
exactly right.
he's doing secret miracles for people too.
Sure,
Well,
yeah, pretending to,
kind
at
of,
least.
yeah.
You know?
He's putting laying hands on people that
Yeah.
let's not go too far with
It's
this
gone
Yeah,
too far.
yeah.
because I can take it down that rabbit hole.
You should do it.
Now, what you said earlier, God, I missed it now because you were making a good point about this Jesus dream.
I can keep going.
I know there was something else right before that, though, that you said that we're now missing. We're going to have to, damn it.
Ah,
What was it?
so like, oh,
The dreaming.
yeah. Okay.
It was about me.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, when you're sleeping, have you ever had a dream where you're flying?
Yeah.
No, you have never had that?
I've had a dream.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that I can recall, but I'm sure.
Floating,
No,
more
I feel
likely. Floating, but
Oh, no. You're sure.
Like I'm flying. Like I have the power to.
You're
fly.
actually, you know, you're
I
flying.
don't think I've had that dream actually.
damn, that sucks. That's a great dream.
Okay,
I have a
how
lot
are you?
of adventure
How are you
dreams.
flying, Mike, in the
I can
dream?
like float. Like I can like push off
What-
this thing.
what's
and
the
I'll, like,
orientation?
float. But it's so real that I'll wake up and I'll be like, I can float. Like I'm a floater.
Is it are you sitting up? Are you Superman?
No, I'm not flying Superman. I'm not like flying.
You're
I'm not saving
walking
anybody.
in the
You
air?
can just float.
I can float
up
at any
and just
point.
kinda-
Yeah.
just
It's
kinda-
actually like really inconvenient now that I think about it. It's
Yeah.
like I can't like actually put my feet to the ground.
You
and
can't. You
walk.
can't go across another axis.
I have
just
to always float.
just
It's super annoying actually. Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
Okay, so this is more a mental state of mind. This is where you think you're above everybody else. That's what that is because you
Is
don't
this
want.
how you're interpreting it?
Yeah, because you don't want to float, but you are, and you can't help it
And I'm
if
just
everyone else is
above
not
everybody.
able to float.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. Yeah.
Mine has always been kind of I walk up into, stepping into the atmosphere, and then I can move forward or backward. It's
Mine's better. I'm just gonna say that. Yeah.
but it is supposed to be a sign of success.
Floating, flying.
Flying. Yeah,
I mean, sure.
it is a sign of success.
physical, like
That you're on the way to success,
They-
or you.
everything
are
is
successful?
going good.
so, like Jeff Bezos right now is just flying, zipping around.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting if we reverse engineered a successful person to see if they had dreams about flying. You're right. We should do this.
How do
yeah.
we do this?
You have some good ideas.
I mean, I'm an ideas man, and I execute.
How far do we go with your ideas, by the way?
I mean, which idea?
Any of these ideas?
These ones that we've talked about.
No.
I still like the self-aware guy who thinks he's Jesus
I know you love this idea.
because he has like followers that he's like getting, but he has to like hide them from his wife, just kind of like you'd hide your loser friends from your girlfriend.
It sounds like a South Park episode.
I mean, very well.
It sounds. I've seen Jesus on South Park, but I don't remember in what aspect did he.
He's been in
Was he
tons of
a
them,
covered up Jesus?
I like the concept because there's no way a wife would go for that.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, unless she's just as bad.
Because she knows that you're not Jesus,
oh, yeah, great.
and you
She's like-
can't be Jesus.
Yeah, she'd be so annoyed
'Cause-
with like how many followers you would have and stuff.
I don't
How
like
much
the term
praise.
Jesus anymore.
What do you prefer?
You know what I like? The Quizach Harach.
Oh, little Dune action. I got you.
Did you not read this?
Bro, I don't read Dune.
I did it over pandemic.
Did you read the whole thing? All of them?
No, just the first
Wait,
one.
are you telling me he pronounced that correctly after all this time?
He pronounced it
Quizach.
90%. I mean, I don't know the correct
Look,
pronunciation.
I took-
but that was kind of like what the narrator. I did the Audible book.
Oh,
So I just walked
so
around.
somebody decided
Sure, so
subjectively
you-
how to pronounce it.
Yeah,
My pronunciation
I'm-
is on. It's on.
Sure.
I took Hapkido, and I had a teacher named Ferry Borzasach. So I'm pretty sure.
I'm convinced. I mean, I knew exactly what you were talking about. when you
Now,
said
see that
so.
you would say, reading that book. Don't you think they went a little too far with that?
What do you mean too far? Like,
Like you just said to me. I'm taking things too far.
It's a world building. I mean,
Because this is right. You're trying to create ideas. You have to go
Sure.
farther than you should.
yeah.
You put a kid on a roof in sandals. Yeah.
Oh, we're talking about that. That going too
Anything.
far.
Anything
Yeah,
has
sure.
to go farther than it should, so you know where the line is, Sean. The
visionaries push
Benny
boundaries.
Gesserit or the Bean
The Benny
Gesserit?
Gesserit.
Benny Gesserit.
uh-huh.
It's the order of sisters. I think. I believe they're sisters, women.
Right, and they have like they're very intuitive.
They have the prescience.
right? Yeah.
Everything that was ever known is known to
get it.
them while they're born. But they're looking for the Quizach. Quizach
What was your original point? I don't.
It was Jesus. We were talking about Jesus and dreams of being the savior. Every culture, every religion, every society is looking for this one person,
This one podcast.
this one thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And sometimes there's more than one, and we have to make a decision. Which one was first or which one's the original? Was it Pringles or was it Lay's? Which one came first?
I mean, you can just find that out like right away.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah,
It's just an
terrible
example.
analogy. Yeah,
It's just an example.
yeah.
But you know, think about it, the other one. Eddie Murphy or Chris Tucker? Which one came first?
Eddie Murphy,
Or Richard Pryor?
Richard Pryor.
They all seem to be similar.
No, well, they're all black. If that's what you mean.
And the humor's very on spot. Chris Rock, I used to think was kind of, it sounds a little bit like Murphy.
I mean, every
So everyone,
thing is somewhat derivative of what
I
came
know,
before.
I know. There's no way to get around it.
You want
That's
to
why-
hear my Dune hot take
Sure.
before you say something too racially charged?
yeah, this way
I can't believe it. I'm the one. I never said anything.
You're like,
It's
they're
just,
all
you know, it's
Oh my
similar.
God.
Yeah.
They all
I didn't
just
say
goes a
that.
certain way.
Same, yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
The ending of Dune, a little rushed. It's like the first 95% of Dune is this slow burn, masterfully written,
Right.
crafted tale that builds up to this climax. No spoilers. Happens and then it's over.
Right.
And it's like that was a real quick, fast.
Now you
ending
have me
that
on
was
this because I
unsatisfactory.
haven't read it in a while,
Yeah.
so I'm not
Okay,
sure
I get it.
exactly what the ending of Dune was.
It's good. I mean,
So you fucking preach this all the time, and you don't even
Like, I
remember.
don't
I have to go back to
exactly
the
what
book.
happens.
I know about the worms. I know about the Freemen drinking their own urine. Yes, I know there's a lot of things.
The Fremen, I believe that's what you meant.
This is, we tried to talk about The Hobbit on this podcast once, and it went awfully bad.
Really?
Awfully bad.
Because you had a terrible diagnosis of what that fucking movie was.
That's not a movie. It's a book again.
Another hot take. I think I like The Hobbit more than I like Lord of the Rings.
Ooh,
Wait, isn't that
God,
what was
I like-
first?
ooh.
Lord of the
I don't
Rings
know
came-
about that.
Well, the movie,
The Hobbit
Lord
was
of the
first.
Rings came first, but the book Hobbit came first.
The Hobbit
Right.
was
Right.
the opposite of how you described Dune. They rushed it, and then they dragged it on after the fucking climax. You're like, what is happening?
To get
right
that
Well, that's
ring
what happened in
through
Lord
it.
of the Rings too. The end of Lord of the Rings goes on forever.
Yeah.
It literally takes a whole book.
Yeah.
I'm like, guys, wrap it up.
They did that in the movie though.
They spent too much time with the slimy thing. I forget what that thing was called.
Gollum?
Gollum. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. Mike didn't know Led Zeppelin had done a song about it.
I mean, multiple, right?
Yeah. Misty Mountain was one of them, and there was a couple other ones. But I didn't know that either until I was listening, right? And then I heard something.
Ring wraiths.
And I'm like, what?
Right, yeah. Uh-huh.
And then you realize that I think his name is
Immigrant song. Right?
Frank Herbe, the author.
The Dune.
Frank Herbert, Herbe,
I've always said Herb.
Herbert.
Yeah. Probably wrong on that. Right? I like how we can pronounce like the Benny Gesserit and the Quinn, but Frank
Herbert is-
Herbe.
Is that where you lost
Like
me?
Because
Frank-
it's Sherbert. Sherbet.
Sure, no,
I don't.
But the Cusack Tesseract and the Benny Gesserit and the Fremen.
Right. But I couldn't get his name down.
Yeah.
Frank
From
Herbe.
Herbe.
Frank Herbert. Is that what's that?
I think his country of origin will forget.
Oh,
Yes.
what?
Correct.
From
He's
the
German.
US.
French?
Yeah. He's from here.
Oh, he's from here. His son tried to
South
write
Dakota.
the last portion of Dune.
Yeah. I haven't gotten into that. Should I? Is it worth exploring?
So you
further?
haven't even read. There's Dune, and then there's
Children
like
of Dune,
Children of
there's
Dune.
other-
There's a yeah. You should read every one of
Should
them.
I? Okay. I might.
Every one of them.
Did you read every one of them?
Yeah, because I was on planes in the '90s. There was no such thing as an iPod or an iPhone.
Just keep naming technology that you didn't know.
No, I had an
Yeah.
iPod. You know, the iPod was an iPod with the screen on it. Remember that? It was
Yeah.
just music with a screen. First of all, it didn't have a screen in the beginning.
No.
And I had to fly so much. I'm like, all right, I read all the Godfathers. I'm done with Puzo. Now I got to move on. So I started doing science fiction. And really, I kind of do my books like I do my technology. I bought all the books at garage sales. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it happened.
All right, let's finish
Garage
this
Sale
introduction.
Junkie.
Let's finish this introduction.
Garage Sale
before-
Junkie. We go back. See, me and Sean had a concept for a show called Garage Sale Junkie. I think it was 2009.
Probably. Yeah.
Well, we'll finish this up by saying, how much longer we got, Donnie? Okay, here's the thing. Me and Sean started with, I think, Garage Sale Junkie. I met you on Craigslist, which they say not to do.
Yeah. Guess
Well,
what?
look.
This is the
And look what
success
happened,
story. Yeah.
right? I mean, it doesn't matter how you meet. This is my thing. This is my thing in life too. It doesn't matter how you get on first string, or how you get to the Super Bowl. Whether you were chosen in the draft, number 1, or whether you were fucking third string and Joe Montana snapped his leg, and then the second string guy got hurt, and then you show up. It don't matter how you meet or how you become successful. Just stay on that path. Show up, even on Zoom. Show up, and you will be successful.
Yep.
Even if you don't have anything prepared. Still go to that fucking appointment. Show up. It's just habit. So we did the Craigslist thing, garage sale junkies. That was very good, by the way. If you watch it now, today, it still holds up. Even the song that we did.
It's pretty good.
I'm going to still pitch it somewhere.
Great. Waiting on that. Yeah.
We also moved, and I think the next thing that we did was the Kia thing.
Those are great.
We did the fake Kia commercials, which ended up getting me the Kia gig.
You got a car out of that.
I got a
plus
car.
Whatever else. Yeah.
Right, got the car. And then we moved into real construction rock.
Man, what a slept on project.
That project still gets attention.
Everyone who hears that is like, this is like incredible.
I would redo it with a different singer.
Really?
Yeah, because my voice, no.
I think your voice is. For AC
I still,
Man.
for AC Man,
specifically,
yes,
I
but
think.
for electrical, I didn't think that song came out so well.
Yeah,
but the
that-
Book of
you're right.
OSHA,
Book of
come
OSHA's
on, man.
really
Book
good.
of OSHA and Brick by Brick, we really did do some things. We'll have to play it on the podcast one day.
You really should. We should relive that.
Real construction rock might live on this new thing that I'm doing in LA.
Let's
by the
hope.
way,
Let's hope
because
so.
when I tell them what's going on, because there's a guy with a vision that has cash that I want to maybe.
Because we can retract that too better. Like, I'm so much better recording.
I think it's got to be heard.
Right.
And then we did the musical.
Man.
We did a musical based on body image.
Which is funny because that was like a decade ago and it holds up perfectly.
Right.
now.
It still
Like,
flies.
it's called Work Out the Musical.
Work out the musical and
Has a title track called I'm Not Gay, I'm Just in Really Great Shape.
right.
And it's a great song.
I have heard that one.
That was a great song. My son actually did the video.
That's right. That's right. He said- Tommy. I forgot
But
about
that was 18 songs.
Yeah, that's
18.
legit. That's so good.
18
And-
songs, which, one of the,
Smoothie Girl.
there's got to be, everyone, we had different singers for every one of these songs, too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some big names, people from this area
Wizard
that
of
really
Pills.
killed it. Oh, yeah. The Wizard of Pills, Sign on the Dotted Line. The gym,
Mm-hmm.
how gyms try to trap you into contracts. Like, they don't care if you ever go. They just want to make sure that you
Mm-hmm.
sign up.
That's why they hooked up to your bank account.
We did the Front Desk Girl song. We did
I'm
Smoothie Girl.
going to the front desk.
Smoothie Girl.
Smoothie Girl's great. Senseless. I love Senseless.
Senseless was the chick that was the yoga girl, right?
No, that's Inflexible.
Inflexible.
Yeah. It's like these are legit beautiful songs though.
Right.
Like
And the girl that sang it, she did a great job. She really did. The women that were singing it, they had amazing voices. And the one dude that really tough. What was that song that we talked? It was about being tough and
all buffed
rough,
up.
all buffed. How do you remember these?
That's my musical
Did you just
brain.
look at this before
No,
you came here?
I have not
Damn.
thought of this in like 5 years.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I play it every so often. I'll listen to it. I go, this is good stuff, man. Good stuff. So, yeah, I think there's a chance for me to get that real construction rock to this group of people who I think now are seeing that because construction's becoming
In demand.
amongst younger generation. We're seeing a surge of people who want to get into trades.
Which makes sense because
The money is
in
insane.
demand, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a big business, and there's a lot of old people getting out, and the new technology coming into construction. If you see some of this new technology, you're like, this is cool, and this is what the kids want. They want to be involved in this. So yeah, we might have a shot with that.
Love it.
I still have a lot of CDs left. People are not taking CDs no more, but I still give them away for gifts. But yeah, so our whole history together, and this is all from Craigslist.
Yeah, every now and then we get together, do like a one-off Thanksgiving song, Christmas song.
The Nutcracker Brawl.
Nutcracker Brawl.
Sean
is really
saw my
good.
wife had 100 nutcrackers. She collects them for
Literally,
Christmas.
100, like they're like the way they do this house up for every holiday. Is
Ridiculous, right?
insane.
So Sean's looking at it, going, "We got to make a song about this."
Yeah.
and it became the Nutcracker Brawl,
Okay.
where Pierre, the French Nutcracker, takes on the Italian Nutcracker,
And they go
we got
head-to-head.
head-to-head face off. It was like animation. We'll have to show you that. That's very
Nutcracker
good.
Brawl is so good.
That was a great. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. All right. Well, hey, I hope I give you a good enough introduction.
What do I do on my YouTube channel, by the way? I guess that's the main. That's the missing piece.
Well,
right.
I mean,
I guess it's like
you are. I mean, you show people how to play guitar. Number one.
That's part of it. Yeah, for sure.
That was the main thing in the beginning.
Mhm. Yeah, that's what birthed.
You also created your own. I don't know. You have like 3 or 4 new albums.
There's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah.
Your own music.
Yeah.
And then I see you doing a lot of music with new people, younger people now, the new generation coming
Yeah.
up.
My girl Andrea and Sean. We got a lot of music out there.
The violin guys.
Oh my gosh, Pasha.
I talked about him
Greatest
today
one.
because I was getting my hair cut, and the guy that runs the barber shop, the coolest one in Sarasota, I go, why don't you have like a little guitar thing while people getting their hair cut?
The one on.
That's all we were thinking about.
Proper?
Yeah,
That one?
yeah. And I was talking about you guys. I go, I got a buddy. They fucking kill it here, but I know you don't want to do that kind of gig. But that's perfect. That's where I want to get my hair cut.
For at a barber shop? I'd
Yeah.
play a barber shop.
Would
show.
you?
Again, it's not about the gig. It's about like the content. So like, I try to play at least once a week.
Yeah.
Just to feel less like a YouTuber and more like a musician.
Right.
Right.
No, I agree.
So-
I'll do any gig
Yeah,
that
right?
if the people appreciate the gig and we have a crowd for the gig, I don't care how many people are there.
Like I played a show at a barber shop. Right? It's just
But it's so
compelling-
in New York. This is what you do, right? You do laundromats, you do barber shops, and even in San Francisco, I did a few of those. Where any place is now. Even in Sarasota here, I got a friend that's doing a yoga studio. He's doing comedy inside of that. I mean, that's what it used to be. That was called the underground or the alt comedy scene back in the day. You don't get into the clubs. Doug Stanhope was big in bowling alleys because you couldn't get into clubs. You kind of go around and like what you guys do. What do they call that? Busking?
Busking.
Busking. My favorite busking group is Too Many Zoos. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. The guy in the sax. He's amazing. I got to show you that.
Okay.
Amazing. But he's in the subways in New York. And he got big, and now all he does is travel Europe. These guys are monstrous.
It's awesome.
Because you get noticed by everybody. That's how you do. You go out to the public, you do your
show
show.
up. You show up.
You just do your show.
Yeah.
What's the difference on what the venue is as long as you do the gig?
Doesn't matter. You get your reps. That's how you get your reps.
So what else do you want to say about that channel?
This is good wholesome entertainment.
Entertainment?
Yeah.
Still teaching, though.
Yeah.
Still showing people?
At least once a week there's a lesson or something
Right.
that goes up.
And still promoting music and people
Always trying to get as
and
many
a lifestyle.
guests on. Yeah, just not taking myself too seriously.
And you've successfully done that. I mean, for people who are thinking about getting into entertainment or becoming a YouTuber, like my daughter is 100%. That's her life now. She wants to do that. She's in New York. Yep. She's trying to do lifestyle videos. She wants to do branding, but she doesn't want to do she's very particular. Like me, when I was doing comedy, it doesn't matter. I'll do anything,
take
anything. I just
anything.
wanted to
Yeah.
get right. She's very particular, and she's doing very well. But you gotta have the balls. You gotta have the ability to hang in there because there's times when it's not great.
Sure. People and haters, you're gonna get haters.
Oh yeah, and she's worried too. Like you said, are you self-conscious anymore about being on camera?
Oh, am I?
Yeah, seeing yourself on camera,
God, no, absolutely.
right? Because when you see yourself without pants on, you're like, I gotta put pants on.
Sure.
But the more you do it, the less you care
Yeah.
about how you look.
You know what's funny is like once you're on camera a lot, like you just generally just start acting like you're always gonna be on camera,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very strange.
That's how I kind of always was my entire life.
Like when you first met me, I looked like kind of shabby and homeless a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And I feel like that just stopped happening. I didn't make a conscious effort for that to happen, but I feel like I look more put together now than back in the day, even though I feel like I have not consciously changed anything.
Yeah, I never thought of you as shabby or unkempt. I think that, that's really state of mind because people don't even realize how good they are sometimes.
Very true. Yeah.
They really
I've
don't.
noticed that with a lot of singers that I work with. It's like, gosh, you're so good.
Yeah.
Like you're an amazing singer, gorgeous. Like just get out there and do it. And they're worried about like little things. And it's like, don't worry about it.
Well, this generation's more worried about staying humble than any other generation I've ever met. Your age group and younger. Our generation was, look, put on a leather jacket, look smooth, be cool, and be fake. It was a lot of fake being cool because you couldn't pull that off 100%. There were a couple guys that were. But when you saw Fonzie in Happy Days and you saw who Fonzie really was, Henry Winkler, you're like, what?
Yeah.
Like, we were shocked. There was no authenticity until who knows when. I don't know when it changed.
You think it's more authentic now? I would disagree with that.
Now
Yeah.
versus the 70s? Yeah, because of sitcoms. Sitcoms were all fake.
Right.
You know, the fake canned laughter,
if you
the
look at,
fake
like,
premises, the fake this, the fake that.
People's
Now, the
lives
reality
on
shows maybe
Instagram
are
and
not.
stuff like it's not
Not
an
real.
authentic
No,
representation.
I don't think. No, I get it. There's filters and there's editing and yeah. But as far as I've never heard so many people talk about, I have an anxiety disorder or I'm sick or, you know, my grandma died. I mean, real stuff coming out that you would hide. We were hiding all that crap.
Yeah.
Now everybody's willing to shed every detail of their life, which that's surprising.
Yeah.
That's surprising. But that's the way it is. And, you know, we have not lost anything, by the way. We've gained more than we lost. Whatever we were worried about does not really matter anymore because of how much we have gained in this arena. The amount of people who are now online and now speaking and talking and what we have developed from all this.
Oh, totally.
And it's the ideas that keep flowing. Who knows how fast we're moving now? Like, we're moving exponentially quicker than we ever have. And that's because more people have a chance to get out there. It's kind of like when eBay started and everyone thought they had this, I got this beer can that's worth $50, right? And then eBay shows up and you realize everybody and their brother has this beer can.
Yeah, it's now worth maybe.
So, you know, but all the voices now that are coming out, maybe we thought some people were so special and it wasn't true. Like you're saying, maybe back then it wasn't authentic as it was because there was a lot of studios, and we were talking about this earlier, publicists that protected you and it had a certain image. Like, you have to show up, you have to date this certain girl, you have to have your hair this way. That's phony and fake. And now you see all these people who have just as much skill and talent as maybe all these actors or singers. Look what America's Got Talent has done for everybody. It's shown that even anyone could be great. Anyone could be a great singer, could be a great comic.
Like, you're just taking away from everybody that's on that show.
No.
Like, anybody can do it. Like, it's
No.
crazy.
I think it's true that you get more people.
Yeah.
I think what that show and shows like that have done, it has proven to people that talent isn't special. You know what I mean? So many people are talented out there.
Right.
How many people on America's Got Talent actually go on to have careers? Not many.
No.
You know what I mean? Because talent is not the secret ingredient.
Right.
Like, showing up is.
Right.
Right? A lot of people can be talented and go on like a talent show. But guess what? That's not going to get you anywhere. That might get you on a talent show. But like, if that same person put that energy into going and busking and
Right.
playing whatever, then they'd have careers. You know? So I think that's what has been revealed. So many talented people out there, but not a lot of them want to actually.
I agree with that 100%, Mike. You know, you think about that. Maybe it did sound like anyone can do it because it is true.
Oh, yeah.
How many people have come up to you after a show and said, I wish I could do comedy? And I go, you would fucking kill. I think because of your look, the way you're acting, I go, even if you're quiet, you don't understand. There's a niche for everybody. I think anyone really could do whatever they want to do, by the way. I've always said that.
Totally.
Anyone can do whatever they
100%
want to do.
believe that.
It is all about effort.
Effort and getting the reps. Get the
That's it.
reps and go do it.
That's
Quit
it.
talking about it and go do it.
Right. All right, that'll be good for today. That's awesome. Sean, thanks for coming today, man.
Thanks for having me.
Have to bring you back again.
Oh wow, I would be honored.
All right, let's go.